What's up, everybody? I'm back, and I am reading more of The Age of Apocalypse. Yesterday, we read Generation Next, which is essentially Generation X's intro into this. Instead of being led by Banshee and Emma, they're being led by Kitty and Colossus, who are ultimately killing their students. They are just acting like the people that they're fighting against. So let's just get right into this, guys. Weapon X. So we're going to catch up with Jean Grey and Wolverine. Enter now the Age of Apocalypse. Oh, by the way, they said you would mind. They said, would you mind doing us a favor while you're waiting? Some favor. I figure the Human High Council owes us big time. This is the Central Control Center, Sector 5, Mid-Atlantic, Seawall. We have an enhanced visual composite of the incoming intruder. It appears to be a sentinel carrying two unknown humanoids. Your directorship. The initial sensor scan on the two unknown humanoids indicates they are Alpha-class renegade mutants. Let me make sure that I'm recording. Yeah, my audio is good. After I missed it that one time. Two Alphas. Alert Central. Alert Central. Lord Apocalypse must be notified. Ralph's the High Lord over one piddling sentinel. You want us all sent to the camps? Or worse yet, the recycling vats? Stan Lee presents an all-new world for the amazing X-Men. Unforgiven trespasses. The great seawall of the Lord Apocalypse can repulse 10,000 sentinels, or whatever ragtag renegade mutants pathetic human council can muster. But two Alphas? Think of the damage they can inflict. Your dictatorship. The Sentinel must be running a 5th generation passive ECM suit. It is evading all weapons. It is evading all weapons tracking systems and has penetrated our inner perimeter. Put in a request through channels for an alpha of our own. Ask for a priority teleportation, but don't red flag it. Keep it chill. Keep it chilly. This unit's electronics countermeasure suit has exceeded overload parameters on a terminal curve. What's that in a plain speak, Gene? The radar jammer just fried itself, Logan. From here on, I'm afraid the laser and plasma beam AAA is going to be a good deal more accurate. Maybe this old Sentinel should commence bobbing and weaving if we're going to make it to the target in one piece. This unit has been programmed to override structural preservation procedures. This unit has been prioritized to deliver two mutants with temporary termination amnesty to Mid-Atlantic Seawall Sections 5 Radar Control Center at all costs. You did your job, Sentinel. You got us here. Now it's up to Logan and me to finish the mission. Did you catch what the big lug said, darling? He said our termination amnesties were temporary. The High Council sure knows how to keep us close to the vest. I don't know. I think I hear some stuff getting a little heated out there. I'll check that out and be nosy after this. We agreed to do the mission for them while they were making up their minds about the information we brought them. Just griping, darling. Just griping. Did you memorize the schematics to this pile of stainless steel? Straight down 7 levels, Logan. Better hurry. The Sentinel isn't going to be able to cover us much longer. I'm on the case, darling. Stay up here for a second, Jean. There's something lurking in the dark here. Whoosh! And it ain't a pretty sight. Mondo, ugly is more like it. Looks like a Balrog-class meta-cyborg. Something cobbled together by Apocalypse's main goon, Sinister, in an extra-large genetic processing tank. Come on, you stinking vat spawn. Eat adamantium and die. Fly blast, Jean. Yeah, Jean was really portrayed not so well in the Fox series because they condensed a lot in there. She is super powerful. She is really badass with her powers, and like you're saying, she can do a lot more than the movies and just her representation outside of the comics is shown for her. Side blast, Jean. I thought I told you. This is no time for grandstanding, Logan. Our window of opportunity is closing fast, and a teleconnect burst seemed to be the only way to keep on a schedule. When you're right, pretty lady, you're right. How's that Sentinel holding up? Can he go the distance? Wave functions. Ozone increases. Electromagnetic pulse wave compensating for the magneto effect. Conclusion, Apocalypse's transport beam. Central teleported us in Alpha. We've got a Sentinel pinned down on the weather deck. Is that all? You have me go through a molecular dimension, a molecular disincorporation, risk the EM distortion wave, and risk cellular mapping reconstruction? To deal with one paltry Sentinel? I thought this was an emergency. There are also 2 Alpha-class renegades, Prelate. They're heading down to the control center. 2 Alphas? You didn't transmit a code to Lord Apocalypse? You'll be lucky to be recycled as toxic waste, handler drones. Logan, I'm picking up something telepathically. There's a powerful presence descending upon us. It's incredibly familiar and very dangerous. They must have called in a heavy hitter. I thought I saw a transport beam antenna up there. We'll give him the old double whammy, claws and side blast. No, you've got to keep going and take out the control center for this sector. I'll hold the line here. Go. I'm coming back for you, darling. I know you will, Logan. I should have known, Havoc. Well, if it isn't the escapee from the breeding pens, my brother Scott is dying to lay eyes, or should I say eye on you. Where's your hairy boyfriend? I'd love to make a present of his other hand to my dear sibling. Adamantium claws and all. Kiss your toys goodbye, technoids. I'm sending them all to the scrap city. From up against the switching councils, if he damages that, the whole section goes down. I could get better help if I asked the Infinites. They line up to get ripped, and they point out the target, and then Wolverine takes them out. This is fucking just badass. Fucking, this is the Wolverine that fucking, as a kid, he was just fucking. This one was a badass in a badass dystopia where he was already a fucking hardcore badass in the main universe. Where is this breeder? Where is he, Breeder Sal? Where is your disgruntled little paramour? Why? Do you want him to gouge your eye out so you and your brother can have a matching set? For a DNA repository you've got with. Too bad I have to, what? Summer. And he just fucking stomped fucking Havoc right into the ground. You're not the Summer brothers I really want to stomp, but you're the one who's here. I might just leave enough of you to go crawling back to Mr. One-Eye Cyclops as payback for this missing hand of mine. You're running late, Logan. Ah, Jean. There's no time for revenge. The Sentinel's been fighting a holding action while implementing his self-repair program. It looks like the repairs ain't keeping up with the damage. This unit has prioritized turbine and flight systems repair to facilitate extraction. Then crank up your thrusters and fly, bub. Logan, look. When you're wrong, pretty lady, you're way wrong. I knew I should have stopped his clock. The unit threat analysis suit detects alpha classification mutant closing at 27.3 kph. Renegade Trader Filth, I'm going to reduce you to composite molecules. And alpha class threat neutralization activation. The transporter. He's teleporting Havoc out of here. Hope it's where the sun don't shine, darling. Looks like we're going against the traffic today. The great airlift, Logan. See Amazing X-Men. What very well may be the last hope for the humans left in Apocalypse's empire. Look at it, Logan. Sentinels and transporters as far as the eye can see. The Europeans reaching out to our people. Does it give you hope? All them folks ain't safe in Europe yet, darling, and neither are we, for that matter. Across the Atlantic in the domain of Apocalypse. Stay your report, Cyclops. An entire scanning sector just went offline on the Atlantic seawall. I want hollow displays of recidified situations, not ongoing failures. Recycle all responsible infinites. You were saying, Cyclops? My lord, as far as we can tell, and incredible as this sounds, Sinister has transmitted vital information about your plans to the Human High Council via 2 mutant couriers. Indeed, I'm impressed. It seems my loyal worm has grown legs and learned to crawl. He can't crawl fast enough to escape, Lord. We are rousting all his known cronies and securing the containment. You needn't be too indulgent in this matter, Summers. I have taken steps of my own. Would it be imprudent of me? Yes. Forgive the interruption, Lord Apocalypse. A transporter beam mishap has resulted in Havoc being fused with a Sentinel hand on a molecular level. He's in no condition to give a report on the problem in Sector 5, but he keeps raving about the one-handed mutant. Oh yeah, there's Shadow King, people, if you want to know. This is his first appearance that you've seen, but that's what that psionic entity is. He's usually depicted as that when he doesn't have a body. My lord. Is that a bone saw, Dr. McCoy? Do what you have to. Oh, yeah. Oh, I see. No, it's Beast talking through the thing. Shadow King is usually drawn on that, too, I see. Is that a bone saw, Dr. McCoy? Do what you have to. A one-handed mutant? Now, who could that be? Have you the foggiest clue, Holocaust? Your voice tires me, Abyss. We all know that's the very one that Summers has been keeping an eye out for. Logan, I swear I'll rip his heart out. Enough of your petty rivalries. We must discover what was so important about a minor raid that required the presence of the inexplorable Weapon X himself, and undoubtedly his soulmate, the infallible Jean Grey. Could they be the couriers? Fortunately, I have already roiled that particular pool. She's my one and only darling Jean. Sometimes I think my love for her is the only thing that keeps me from sliding back in that wild redness, that howling killer animal state that pulled out my deepest subconscious back in the project, the Weapon X project. Sometimes I'm afraid that what she feels for me ain't love, but some kind of gratitude for that time way back when I busted her out of the pens and threw down with Scott Summers. You're too quiet, Logan. What are you brooding about? That Sentinel didn't get us all the way to London just so we could take in the sights. I'm thinking we ought to go downstairs and see what the High Council is up to. The Central Committee in session. The information brought to us by the 2 mutant couriers makes it all too apparent that Apocalypse is pulling the wool over all our eyes. His overtures of peace are nothing more than a smokescreen for his strategic forces built up. He is, in fact, preparing an offensive strike against human-saturated Europe. Bolivar and Moira are dead on. Even as we speak, a special operation is in progress to rescue hundreds of thousands of humans from along the American coast, airlifted out by the squadrons of Sentinels. Sentinels, courtesy of Braddock Enterprises, of course. This is, Captain Britain here. I don't know who this chick with the mohawk is. She looks cute, though. Oh, that's Emma. That is Emma with the mohawk. I didn't realize that. Okay, thank you, Miss Frost. You have all these here? It's up to the High Human Council to end the threat of apocalypse once and for all, and by any means necessary. Now we're talking. These geeks are finally showing some gumption. I don't like it, Logan. These numbnoodles didn't even raise an eyebrow when a Sentinel plowed into their attic, and they ain't even acknowledging our presence. I say it's high time we shuck the gloves and... Keep it down, will you? I want to hear more. If I may interject, let Moriko Yoshida have her say. This is Lady Deathstrike. She is not Lady Deathstrike in this world, though. Not everyone is in agreement with the doomsday strike against North America. Son of a gun. Good Lord. I've had it up to here with Margot's whining. We transcend the mere civilities of war. It is kill them all now or wait to be killed. I, for one, won't. It seems my Lord Apocalypse wasn't overly presumptive in ordering a preemptive strike. Brian, who is she? How could she get past our parameters? Shut up, Emma. Whoever she is. However, she is not... I didn't read this. How convenient to find the Central Committees all set up, like ducks in a row. Alright, this is Amara. The name is Magma, Braddock, and I am... dead. Very good, Logan, but do not delude yourself. There will be others. My life is nothing. Logan, your arm. No sweat, darling. The healing factor will kick in when the flames die down and the adamantium cools off. Isn't this attack enough to prove my point? Don't you understand that we have no choice? We must institute Project Scorched Strength. We have the will. This is fucking Captain Britain. Lord, and then jingles, Lord have mercy. Apocalypse wants a brave new world for his filthy kind, so be it. And now, my friends, we have the means. But his precious domain will be nothing but a radioactive wasteland. Go for it, Braddock. You don't know what you're saying, Logan. This is the beginning of the descent into madness. Next, Massacre. Thank you guys for letting me read this. Like I said, we're in the good shit. The story just keeps getting faster and faster. Thanks, guys. I'll post the videos on YouTube. I didn't post last night's. I'll post last night's and tonight's tonight. I don't usually read on Friday. I don't know if you'll see me till Monday. Maybe you'll see me sooner because I've been enjoying this. But thank you guys who've been listening and checking out. I appreciate it. Take care and peace.